Hello, creative souls. Welcome to Dress to Be Blessed. I'm Ariana, and we have so much more to learn and discover, so follow for more. Okay, so for today, I'm gonna work on shirt. Um, it consists of color, and also we have lace. It's totally black, so all the colors we need, it's just dark gray and black. You can also see the colors I used, all the pens and markers I use. I write them in the video. So for start, I use light gray for the base. As you know, lace is transparent, so when you look at it, it's not totally black. So I use a gray for the base, and then we work on it to make it more realistic, like black. So now I try to shape the folds. It's a bit darker than the base, like 1 degree darker, one number darker. And sleeves are so folded in the wrist, so we have so much more folds to make. Obviously, in the wrist, we have so much more shade, so much more shadows, because we have so much more fold. And you should also consider the light, the source of light, in which side you have it. So you should consider also which side will have more shadows and which side will have more highlights. So I'm gonna give more shadows here. We went to the next dark gray. It's a bit darker than the others. It's more near to black. I shape more folds. They don't need to be so like clean and in order. Okay, so this is enough for now. Try to make your work clean. Okay, so we go for the part that we put the shirt on inside the pants. Obviously we have some folds also there. Then I will use a polychromos pencil, the black one, to fade the markers and to give more shadows. When you use black pencil, you can make the texture of the lace so much more, like make it more like lace, especially in the black, because we use gray for the base, so we should give it some black shadows in some parts to make it more natural. now turn for the downside. You can give shadows behind the folds, like every fold has two sides, so focus for the behind part. Especially you can give more shadows for the sides, because when you see a lace in front from the front side, you can see the body more, but in the sides you can see more black. I'm gonna continue to work on the lace also for top of the pants, like for the downside, so you can follow the next videos to see how to do a lace skirt. It's almost similar, but it's in bigger area. When you finish giving shadows to the lace, you can also add some embroideries. Be careful to don't make all the parts black and leave some parts like see-through, so you can also have the body obvious. But it depends on your lace also. If the lace is darker or it's more thick, you can also give some more shadows, make it more black. But if it's more transparent, be careful not to give so much shadows, so you can also see the body through. I followed the orders also for the next sleeve. You can use a fine liner pen to make it cleaner and more sharp, the edge. If you're using pencil, you can also use this one to make it more sharp, the edge. Okay, so now we go for the color, the velvet color. So here and the edge we have some highlights. You start with using marker for the center. In center we will not have highlight because it's almost deeper from other sides, but at the edge from both sides the color is um, topper, so we will have highlight on that part. We leave a small area white so we can give the highlight we want to that area. Also for the next part we do the same. For the black velvet, you usually won't have so much highlights. It's usually a light faded highlight, so you don't need to put so much white here. It's mostly black with a bit highlight, which is not totally white. It can be also like light gray, but it also depends on the texture. Like for green and red we usually have more highlight. It also depends on the garment. You can also have more white in black, but it's really rare, so we follow the normal velvet texture. So we continue with polychromos pencil, the black color. We try to fade the white parts. We also give more shadow to the black parts. We already made black with marker because we want it to be deep black, and as you know the marker is not that deep, so we have to add more shadow with pencil. We give more shadow to the highlight part to make it more faded. Just try to blend marker with white part using the pencil, but don't put so much pressure on it because it's gonna be so light. You can also blend the topper part and the down part of each shadow to make it more natural. I follow the same pattern for the other side. I blend the downside of color because we won't have so much light in there. I narrowed the highlight more and more to just have a really small highlight area, because this is how velvet looks, especially black velvet. Just make sure to keep your pencil always sharp so you can have better results. I continue to blend the white highlights with my black pencil. If it's important, I use a fine liner to make it more clean, the edge. It's important to keep your work clean because it will have so much effect on the final result. It seems not important, but it's better to keep it so clean, even the small details. Here I'm using fine liner pen number 0.2, which is one of the smallest. Shape the color a bit more. A bit more shadows, and we will be done. So this is the result. Till now, we will go to work for the sleeves again. So we're gonna have velvet in this part again. As you can see, it's so much folded, so we're gonna have so much dark shade and just a little bit of highlight. I use black marker again. So for each fold, you should consider the front side and the back side of the fold. We will leave the front side a bit highlight, but we make darker the back side, as you can see in the video. I give more shadows to upper part because we have so much more folds and obviously so much more black. We follow the same pattern for the next sleeve. So the black parts here are the back side of the folds. I use a fine liner to make it clean and give it some border. Usually for velvet you won't see highlights in the border and in the edge. It's usually just on top of the folds, so I give it a little bit black border, and I usually make it a black frame. with just highlights in the center. The same for this sleeve. So I use the pencil again for blending the highlights and make them more natural. We can use this method for sleeve usually. We can shoot the pencil to have a faded edge. And then here we go for the down parts. We don't need to keep so much highlight for this part because it's so much folded, and we will have more shadows more than highlights, so just a little bit highlight in the center would be enough. You should use the pencil so soft, and you shouldn't put so much pressure on it because it will hurt your paper also, and it's better to have soft shadows for velvet. We follow the same structure for the next step. So after this part, I'm gonna add some broderies, some black broderies like flowers to the sleeve. If you're interested to see that one also, let me know in the comments and I will make another video for that part. Also in the next video, I'm gonna show you how to draw black velvet pants and also the lace skirt on top of it. So stay tuned for the next videos also. So we are almost done. I will let you to see the final result. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, and put comments for me. Thanks you again. Bye.